The LOC of the 2013 Africa Cup of Nations promises a dazzling and memorable opening ceremony. And UNAIDS urges South Africa to lead efforts to set up anti-HIV/AIDS drug manufacturing companies on the continent. I'm Richard Brooks. The local organising committee of the 2013 African Cup of Nations has promised a dazzling and memorable opening ceremony. The National Stadium, which will host the opening of the 2013 AFCON, will be buzzing with activity this afternoon. Entertainment at the stadium will start at 1 o'clock, while the official unveiling of the tournament will commence at 4 p.m. The opening ceremony will be purely African, as performances by African artists will be the highlight of this glittering event. Lebogang Dube reports.
With less than 6 hours to go, the stage is set for the opening ceremony of the 2013's most exciting soccer tournament. Gates to the stadium will open at 12 midday, and soccer fans are urged to arrive at the venue at least 2 hours before the opening ceremony. The theme lives through the ceremony's various performance elements, from performing artists to vibrantly outfitted traditional and contemporary dances and cultural elements creatively inserted into the event. Celebrate Africa, the beat at Africa's feet. The ceremony precedes the kick-off match at the National Stadium and promises to be a dazzling spectacular of African pride. Lebogang Dube, SABC News.
More than 80,000 fans and soccer lovers are expected at the National Stadium in Soweto ahead of the AFCON tournament's kick-off this evening. Spokesperson for the Gauteng Traffic Police Department, Abed Sabasa, says motorists must pre-book at CompuTicket for the park and walk facility.
For a sedan, private, 50 rands, minibus, 100 rands, bus, 400 rands. Park and ride facilities are at the following: Constitutional Hill, Brandfontein, Westgate, Joburg, Metro Center, Brandfontein, Tuso House, Brandfontein. Ria via BRT buses will be running. 17 rand for return from any Ria via station. Travel time every 20 minutes. PRASA also provided trains for free to the stadium from different stations: Pretoria, Joburg, Vereeniging, Randfontein, Jameson and Davidson, as well as park and ride facilities.
UNAIDS has urged South Africa to lead efforts to set up anti-HIV/AIDS drug manufacturing companies on the continent. The call was made by UNAIDS Executive Director Michelle Sadebe, who yesterday held private talks with President Jacob Zuma in Pretoria. Sadebe has praised the president for leading efforts to turn the tide against the HIV/AIDS pandemic. Since 2009, the Health Ministry has been able to dramatically expand the country's AIDS treatment program. According to UNAIDS estimates, the country could see a massive reduction in infections by the end of 2020. President Zuma had this to say.
The objective of actually producing our own medicine in the continent, that's one of the areas we are very much looking at and working very hard to ensure that we are able to do so that we can then create cheaper medicines so that more poor people will have access to medicine. So it is going to be announced, I think, in the course of time.
Another awaiting trial prisoner from St. Albans prison outside Port Elizabeth in the Eastern Cape has died in hospital. This brings the number of inmates that died during the gang-related fight that broke out at this facility yesterday to 3. 65 others sustained injuries during this incident. The Correctional Services Department in the Eastern Cape has vowed to press charges against awaiting trial prisoners implicated in the fatal fight. Eastern Cape Commissioner Nkosi Nati Breakfast says they will leave no stone unturned.
Losing lives and is not a good thing. We won't wish to have people died in our own custody. Also, this incident that took place in our facility is something that is not a desired thing, and we also, but as the correctional services, will try by all means to ensure that incidents of this nature are not taking place.